Raleigh, North Carolina. How you doing? You have now entered the RDU Live Radio Show right here on Oak 93.5 WRLY. I'm your host, Cam McCarty. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you're listening out there on the roadways, out there on 40, 440 Glenwood, wherever you might be, go ahead, put that seatbelt on, reach over, turn us up, but make sure you're buckling up. And if you're out there watching on YouTube, Facebook Live 365, wherever you might be, I appreciate you as well. Go ahead, put something in the comments. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you're listening. And don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. They say it helps the algorithm or something like that. And no matter where you're listening, around the triangle or around the world, this is a call-in show. And that means when we're not playing music, the phone lines are wide open. And that phone number is 919-899-9305. That's 919-899-9305. Look, we got a jam-packed show for you today. I'm sitting in the seat. I'm getting back in the swing of things. This is the second week in a row that I'm sitting in the seat again, and I'm having fun with it. So today we're going to relax. We're going to chill. We're going to sit back. I actually have an artist, a guest that's going to come sit across from me. You know him. We love him. We got Deshaun. Deshaun is going to be coming into the studio to have a conversation. He's actually just released a new single. He has an album release party that's happening this weekend. There's a lot of stuff he's been doing. We have the I Am Art podcast. We've released some episodes on that. There's a lot of things that we have to talk about and catch up on. So I'm really excited. He's going to come in at the second half of the show, the bottom half of the hour. So that's going to be a good time. And then before that, I want to just relax and play some music and have a good time. I think last week was my first kind of introduction back into the show. I had to remember where the buttons were and all of that good stuff. And now I'm here and I just want to have a good conversation. So that's where we're at today. So now, when I'm sitting in the seat, we always have to start the show off with something that's real, that's relevant to the triangle and the world at large. And of course, the running theme, you got to know about Rhythm and Brews, CJ Baker's open mic. It's Tuesday over there at Rhythm and Brews. They start up at about 9 o'clock. They go from 9 to 9:45 with their featured artists. And then after that, it's an open mic night. That open mic has, you can bring your rhymes, you can bring your raps, you can bring your songs. All of that stuff is open at the open mic. Also, I'm going to start adding this one in a little bit more. There's a couple that I'll add in to my normal cadence, and I want to talk about Slims. I actually went to Slims last week. We talked on the radio extensively about different open mics that are happening, and one that I mentioned on Tuesday is the Yonder Band. They have an open mic over at Slim's downtown Raleigh, and I went. It's on Tuesdays, and I went last Tuesday, and it was a really good time. They do the same concept. They have a featured artist of some sort, and then it's an open mic. Once again, bring your raps, bring your rhymes, bring your instruments, and you can get in on the session. Really good crowd, really good scene and atmosphere to just showcase your talent, whatever that might be. And then, of course, Lucky Tree on Mondays. On Mondays, every other Monday, they have this called Free the Mic, and it's an open mic. Once again, really great atmosphere, really great place to be and go if, one, you're interested in the local music scene, two, you are an artist of some sort yourself, and you want to find a community of people that will help you grow. Right. That's why we go to open mics. And that's going to be a topic that I want to hit on today. I know I have a lot of listeners that are young musicians. I have seasoned musicians, veteran musicians, and then younger musicians, all the sort that listen to the show and that watch what we do. And there's a conversation that I want to have today around that community building. It's been a running theme of the show, but I want to talk about it again as I sit in the seat I want to talk about that again. I want to talk about the collaboration. I want to talk about the different places. All right. So, just starting the show off, talking about where the open mics are, right? I'm going to start adding in other places to that cadence. Of course, CJ Baker's, he's been a stalwart, as they say, running that open mic over at Rhythm and Brews. And then we have Slims on Tuesdays as well, but also Lucky Tree on Mondays. And then there's another one that I wanted to bring up. It's more of a showcase, almost like a talent show of sorts. That's weekly. That's just starting up. I mentioned him last week on the radio. His name is Nice Burris. He's a local musician, as well as singer, performer, all the above. And he does a lot of different open mics and all that good stuff. But he is hosting over at Rhythm and Brews, right outside of downtown Durham. He's hosting a showcase every single week where you can win a prize for your talent, right? So a different format, but the same concept, a place where artists and musicians can go, be heard, and compete, right? Open mics are just that. They're open mics where you go and showcase your talent. And then there's showcases where you compete and that you can win a prize for being the best in show. And they're building that now on Wednesdays at Rhythm and Brews. I want to say tomorrow is the first one. What would that be? August 12th. August 12th would be the first one. So a couple different things here that I, just want to keep talking about. It's like sit back in the seat and talking about what's going on in the triangle and that live music scene and places to go. Of course, we're going to start talking about concerts. I'm actually going to the LMA concert next week. We can talk about the big concerts that are coming through the area. We can talk about what's going on with Red Hat. That's a whole conversation in itself. We can talk about, the big acts that are coming to DPAC and Coastal Credit Union, all of those. But I also want to accentuate what's happening in our scene right now. When I started having this conversation about 2 years ago, there was an up and down feeling, a mixed feeling about the scene. And I think right now it's starting to level out as to what it is and where it wants to go and who in the scene is really, really making strides. You're starting to see that, starting to open up, starting with the open mics, but then also you have more and more people that are doing the live listening sessions. You have more and more people that are doing album release parties. You have more and more people that are featured and featuring other artists in live performances. It's something to think about as we continue this conversation. So we're going to play some music right now just to kind of ease on through this thing. Right now, we're going to play Sugar Ray by Someday.
Just close your eyes and I'll take you there. I'm thinking about you, oh girl.
Girl, will you stay with me forever? I know it's been a long time when we in the right mind together. We can do whatever, yeah, yeah. Girl, will you stay with me forever?
From day one, you were there every time that I need you. My number one fan, my cheerleader. I'm not the man I used to be. It's all because of you. Baby, through the good and the bad, you saw the future we had. Girl, you're my treasure. I want this forever. So I gotta let you know. Sitting here in my room, can't stop thinking about you, oh girl.
Girl, will you stay with me forever? I know it's been a long time, but when we're in the right mind together, we can do whatever, yeah, yeah. Girl, will you stay with me forever? I need you, baby, I never replace you. Every road I traveled always led me back to you. Without you, girl, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, baby, when I told you I loved you a minute, and I'ma hold you down to the last breath I finish. You're the only one who can push me to the So would you please stay with me forever?
Sitting here in my room, can't stop thinking about you, oh girl.
Girl, will you stay with me forever? I know it's been a long time, but when we're in the right mind together, we can do whatever, yeah, yeah. Girl, will you stay with me forever?
Shout out to Darnell Showcase Tape. This is Nights in Napa. Easing you through your Tuesday evening. Shout out to Darnell Showcase Taylor. Shout out to Darnell Showcase Taylor. That's one of them tracks I like to play on the radio just to set a mood, set a vibe, set a tone. And right before that song, if you've been listening, you heard Stay by Deshaun featuring Tobias Cortez, which leads me into the man of the hour. He is here. I thought he was going to be coming in around 7:30, but he got here a little bit earlier. I love it. I love to see you. Deshaun, how you doing?
Hey, I'm blessed, bro. Happy to be here. How you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a minute since you and I have sat here and chopped it up. When we started the show off, I gave the people just a little bit of a taste. You know, I know you got a single out, and we're going to run that track. I know you got an album release coming up. I know you've been doing some podcasts. You know, you've been doing everything, man. So we gotta structure this conversation, and we got to dive into it.
Let's get it.
So, all right. So it's been a minute since you and I, like I said, have sat down here.
Sure.
So talk about some of the things that you've been doing and got going on, you know, in maybe the past 6 months or something like that.
Well, my biggest thing, man, is I actually been in the process of building my own company. So,
wow.
I have a company called Urban Music Academy, where I teach artists, professionals, songwriting, recording, musicianship, playing different instruments. And it started off really slow, you know, just trying to build the process of business. But now I look up months later, I have over 50 clients all over the world that I'm working with, teaching these things called music. And I truly love what I do, man. It's actually built to be a full-time job for me.
What made you go that route? What made you kind of...
I got my degree in music, so teaching has always been something that's been a big part of my family. My mother's a college teacher. My grandmother's been teaching since some double-digit years. She's been teaching longer than I've been alive. Teaching has always been a thing for me, and I felt like, you know, I've been blessed to go through the music and get my education in music. Some people don't have that opportunity, so I wanted to be able to give back.
Wow. You said all over the world, so they're virtual lessons. How do you do that? Walk me through this process. This is interesting.
Yeah, I have a client in Korea, bro, which is crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So mainly it's virtual lessons. I have some in-person lessons. So that usually started with children. So I used to go into their homes and give them, you know, quality lessons on piano or singing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's evolved to me really working on people out of state. So I have a lot of clients around the world that I work with. I just got off a client call before I got here.
Wow.
Yeah. My schedule's full, man.
Schedule's full. What's that term they say? I hate this term. Booked and busy. I hate it. But it makes sense.
Definitely booked and busy, bro. I got so many clients now that I've had to actually add different instructors. So I have 5 different instructors are part of my academy now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You really building a business.
We moving, man.
Building a business. So, okay. Now I have a question for you, you know, just kind of built out of this. Okay. How do you navigate? Because I know we have to talk about, you got some music that's coming up, and that's a different thing. But just from an artistry standpoint, because I always want the listeners to understand this. How do you navigate artistry and loving music, but also respecting a business of it? Like, you're making a business out of an art form.
Yeah. Honestly, I believe that, you know, if you're going to do something well, you got to respect it, you know, and you got to kind of go through all the avenues of what it is. So, you know, being a part of starting a business at the beginning, I definitely had to go through some speed bumps, some obstacles, trying to figure out certain ways of how to do certain stuff. So I really just think that relies on the respect card. Because when you really respect something, you're going to want to be detail-oriented about it. And if you respect your music, you're going to end up being detail-oriented about that. That goes with your releases, you know what I'm saying, your recording process, your collaborators, who you work with, how you do things. You're just going to respect the process of it all.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's a huge word, respecting the process and respecting the art form. And, you know, however you want to look at it and see it. Yeah. So I want to just drill down on your teaching real quick, because it's a business, right? And it's something that you want to do and not want to do, that you are doing.
Yeah.
So are you just teaching physical instruments? Like what's the breadth of knowledge that you're providing to your students?
Man, so I try to stick to the artists. I try to stick to the singers, the ones that really want to know about what it's going to take to sing properly, what it's going to take to be an artist properly. How do I write, record, mix, master, produce, let my own music out there? What are the different things about distributors and about the music industry and music business? I don't know. So I give a lot of gems and a lot of stuff that is like, you know how people say the game is to be sold, not to be told?
Yeah.
So it's like it demands for people to come in knowing that they get this amount of information to be willing to pay to it.
Yeah.
And I definitely have a music coaching instructor and client that's definitely helping me build my business, kinda upscale it a little bit more.
Yeah.
He's really been teaching me about respecting my craft and who I am, and I can't really shortchange it for the clients that, you know, don't necessarily understand it yet, and I have to kind of start building it to the higher end clients.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Hey, if you're out there watching, out there listening. So what you're talking about right now is something that, you know, on the past 2-3 years, man, time flies, doing this show and being on this platform. This is stuff we talk about all the time, right? Yeah. And like broaching these conversations. I was just talking about earlier how a lot of the people that watch when I sit in this seat are younger musicians, right? Yeah. And we have these conversations about collaboration, community, but also like the process of being an artist and what that means, right? Knowing what a scale is, knowing what the C scale is, but then also knowing what a distributor, what ASCAP is, right? Like, and like having and really understanding that as a young independent artist that's, you know, maybe you go major and you know, you have a whole team that does that, but until you get there, understanding those different principles and how to do that. So I appreciate you. Absolutely. I appreciate you for building something that people can come to and learn. So give the name, and we're gonna do this before we get off the show. But give the name of your business and just kind of how people can find that real quick. Yeah.
So the name of the business is called Urban Music Academy. So you can literally go to Google, type in Urban Music Academy. We have our own site now. And on that site, you'll actually find out about who we are, different instructors, what we teach, why it's important. I'm actually in the process of putting some clients' testimonials or some live video stuff up there. I'm in the process of building that now. But that's where you can really find us. And we have a social media, Urban Music Academy. So
there you go. Urban Music Academy. Yep. If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. Okay, so you got a whole business that you're building.
Yeah.
You're teaching around the country, around the world.
Yeah.
Multiple disciplines.
Yeah.
You're doing that. But I hear you got some other stuff going on.
Always.
So what else you got going on?
So I just recently released a brand new record, No Sleep Remix. And you know my album, No Sleep was on the album. And I talked to a couple of my homies. I'm like, yo, I want to drop something. I ain't dropped in a minute. And they're like, yo, don't just forget about the album. Yo, Neighborhood Love Deal is like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me tap back in and maybe drop a remix. And I've known Tiffany Evans for a while. She's a really good friend of mine. So I reached out to her, asked if she want to be a part of it. She hopped on the record. And here we are, No Sleep Remix.
Wow. Yeah. Speaking of which, I want to get into this track. Before we actually get into it, I like to tease it just a little bit. Okay. So you heard kind of how it came about. Just talk just a quick second about the process of making this particular record. Just a quick second.
I had to kind of get rid of the original idea in my mind. Because the original idea was featuring my brother Oswin Benjamin. He's actually on the album. So the record was fire. I loved it. But now I'm dropping a remix with a female singer, R&B singer at that. So I had to have a different approach. So because of that, I actually added a little bit something at the end of it that I didn't do on the original, just because it gave it that sultry, that R&B feel. So I gave a little transition on it. Had to kind of step in my producer bag a little bit. So I played little keys and, you know.
So without further ado, now now we gotta run it. We're gonna run the No Sleep remix, Deshaun featuring Tiffany Evans.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, right? We ain't about to get no sleep, baby. No sleep, baby. It's time for a remix. No sleep. We ain't about to get no sleep tonight. We ain't about to get no sleep tonight. We ain't about to get no sleep tonight. We ain't about to
about to get no. I've been feeling for your body, I've been scheming so long. I've been waiting for the opportunity to be alone. Now it's presented itself with the room all to ourselves. All the space and opportunity, but nobody else around. I'm about to show you how I get down. I'ma have you screaming loud like you're in a crowd. With my hands all over your body, you know that this is my party. Now it's time for us to get. We about to get no sleep tonight. We about to get no sleep tonight. Making love between the sheets tonight. We about to get no. We about to get no.
Want you to come here right now. Want you to lay here right now. Wanna be all up over you. I like fast cars, race you to the good part, baby. Show me what you can do, 'cause I'm ready for you. Switch me for position, show me you got it, babe. I like the way you kiss me all over my babe. Dance with me, caress me, run your hands through my hair. There ain't no better place than right here.
We about to get no sleep tonight. No. We about to get no sleep. No sleep tonight. Making love between the sheets tonight. We about to get no. We about to get no. Slow it down and let it out. Give me all of your time. I wanna hear you scream and make you shout. Just relax and unwind, yeah. Baby, you know I know how to do ya. It ain't nothing to me to give you what you missing, babe. I wanna hear you scream my name and make you move all kind of way. We don't got time for tomorrow, so let's just live for today. Coffee ain't got nothing on the way, keep me away. The sun came up to check on us, that's how long now. We better get no sleep tonight. We better get no. We better get no sleep tonight. We better get no night. No, we better get no sleep tonight. We better get no. No. We better get no. No, we better get no.
That was that No Sleep remix.
You know?
By Deshaun featuring Tiffany Evans.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Man, you always deliver, man.
Hey, I gotta do it, man.
You always deliver.
Can't be teaching people and not know how to, deliver.
That's right. That's right. Look, if you're just tuning in now, if you're just joining in, I appreciate you. Look, this is the RDU Live Show. I'm your host, Cam McCarty, and I'm sitting across from Deshaun right now. You just heard a new single that just came out, the No Sleep remix featuring Tiffany Evans by Deshaun. Look, hey, we're just having a conversation. We got a couple things that we're talking about. If you want to get in on this conversation, don't be shy. We like to have a conversation with the listeners. Yeah. So if you want to call in, the phone lines are wide open when we're not playing music. And that phone number is 919-899-9305. That's 919-899-9305. Look, this is just a conversation among brothers right now, man.
Sure.
We've been hanging tough for a while, and we haven't sat down and chopped it up on the air. I mean, over a year now, man. It's man, time has flown.
It's been a while.
Time has flown, and a lot has happened in between. You have a new single out. I hear that you have a party coming up, like a release party coming up this weekend. Talk about that real quick for me.
Yeah, so shout out to Sunny Days. Sunny Days Presents. They always put on amazing shows and events. And she's been a big advocate for a lot of the stuff that I do when I come and performing and when I release music. So when she heard that, I'm dropping this No Sleep remix, it was just a perfect segue to be able to get me there and to do a release party with a show that they already have built in Raleigh, and that a lot of people have been asking for them to bring it back.
Yeah.
So this is the follow-up. So not only are they going to follow up, but we're going to have a little party at the same time.
Man, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. It's so interesting. Last week I was talking about different open mics, and even today, and we'll get into that a little bit. And I actually mentioned Sunny Days Presents and what they're bringing to the Triangle as far as the live music scene. Yeah, so, one of the big things about the RDU Live Show is live music. For sure. And having spaces, avenues, venues to do that. And Sunny Days is providing that weekly. Right, with their jam sessions and all of that, and they're doing it at a high level, at a high level on a big scale. So I was shouting them out last week. They didn't know, that I was going to do it, but it's interesting to bring this back to this conversation. Full circle. And man, that's dope, man. That's dope. So where's it going to be at?
Westwood, Raleigh.
Westwood, Raleigh. I haven't been to Westwood yet. How is it?
Yeah, it's actually fire, man. It's a beautiful establishment. So it's actually set up for a good time.
It's set up for a good, and that's on Glenwood.
Yeah.
It's on Glenwood. Okay. Yeah. Yes. And so what's the date and time on that? We at the end of the show, we're gonna talk about all these things again. But if somebody's listening right now and want to know what you got for them
next Sunday, pull up next Sunday, August 16th. We're gonna be there. I think it starts around 8:00.
That's right.
8:00 to 10, 11.
Yeah, we go. There we go. Yeah. Will you be performing any?
We'll see.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if he gonna put the razzle dazzle out there on him.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, you might be the man in the hour, just kind of hanging back, chilling. I understand that. So you got a new single out. And you have a release party that's happening this weekend, Sunday at Westwood.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen you put some media out there.
Yeah.
With the I Am Art podcast. Let's talk about that last episode, man. What you got going on with that?
Hey, shout out to my guy Cam, man. Because he's an amazing videographer. He does a lot of amazing stuff behind the scenes and kind of helps me put this stuff together. So I'm blessed to have a friend in Tasha Page Lockhart.
That's right.
Actually, she's been coming to my church a lot, so she actually knows the past and stuff like that as well. And she recently came to my house because I got a studio at the crib.
That's right.
We were working on some stuff for her mom and some other people in the industry. So just recording and getting some stuff done. So when I asked her to be a part of the podcast, she's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful thing just to sit down and just to talk and share. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was a good conversation. Was a good conversation.
For sure.
If you haven't seen it, go out there. It's up on YouTube and Spotify. Go watch it. It's a real conversation. It's
sure.
not. Yeah. It goes beneath the surface and actually has real moments in there where you learn about real people.
Yeah.
And just producing that, and I had to watch it multiple times to actually produce it, right? And I came to tears about 3 or 4 times watching it, right?
It was a good moment for sure.
Yeah, it was a good moment. So I just kind of want to run this thing down and talk about who Deshaun is right now. We're teaching people. We have a business and a school that we're building.
Yeah.
You just released a new single, but you have the project, of Neighborhood Love Dealer. You got that out. You got an album release coming out, album release party that's happening. You're releasing some podcasts and all that. How do you manage it, man?
Nobody but God, man.
Yeah.
But I look at it like this, I say this all the time when, I have a lot of stuff going on and I get stressed or I get tired and I get frustrated. Because when I get done with this, I got to get back to another client. I have a client that's in L.A., a 3-hour
time difference. Yeah.
So, I say the saying that really keeps me going, which is heavy the head that wears the crown. This is what I asked for. I wanted to be great. I wanted to be legendary. I wanted to be able to do all these things. So why am I complaining about the food on my plate when the goal was to eat?
That's right. You heard it.
Yeah.
Why am I complaining about the food on my plate when the goal was to eat?
Always.
I understand that. So, okay. So you got multiple things going on in a positive way, right? Yeah. You have multiple avenues that you're doing and you're excelling at a high level. So a question that I wanted to ask you, with a lot of those things, something that I've noticed is you have the fortunate opportunity to work with a Tasha Page Lockhart and a Tiffany Evans.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, with the tones, like you move in circles actively, right? Actively with people who are established or in the industry. How do you go about navigating that?
It's all about relationships that you build. Shout out to Ninth Wonder. He taught me that in the illustrious North Carolina Central University when I was there. He said, it's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. It's those lifelong relationships that you build with people. So when you have something going on, they'll be willing to do it. When they're looking for something, they remember you. So a lot of the stuff that I've been cultivated to build recently is really built off relationships that have been there for a very long time. with the Tones, with Anthony Hamilton, with Tiffany, with Tasha Page Lockhart, even with the other people that I've worked with in the past. Right. They're all built on relationships.
How do you but how do you build though? Like if I'm a young artist, right? Yeah. And maybe I get the opportunity for whatever reason, I get the opportunity to go work with name the artist, right? How do I go about building the relationship that will last a long time?
That's good.
Like what kind of soft skill? Like I don't know. Just help me there.
That's a really good question. One, I would say initiative. You got to have initiative to show up. You got to have initiative to be on time. You have to have initiative to know it's not your moment, not to over push, overshoot, oversell, make yourself available. Have the initiative to be a resource instead of an advocate of trying to receive. What can you give? That's what got me in a lot of avenues with a lot of different people. I've been accessible to do a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So now when I need something, it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like my guy, Mr. Bankshot, he's always viral doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. I've done a lot of video production and even singing behind some of his videos. So if I say, yo, like, let's go on live, let's do something. He's like, yo, what up? Let's do it. Let's set it up, because I've already put in work and built that relationship where it's like, I'm not doing this because I need you. I'm doing this because I'm trying to build and you support me.
Yeah.
That's the way you want it to be.
Wow. That's a nugget. Yeah. Be a resource. Have the initiative to be a resource.
Absolutely. That's what keeps you in the door, man. That's what keeps you in the door. Because you can be in the door, you can get your foot in the door, and if you don't have that initiative to find to be a resource to people, they'll move on. Wow. Because they don't necessarily need you.
Yeah.
They're put in a place where they don't really need you. So how can you be valuable to them so they can say, you know what, I want to keep them around. Sometimes that's doing stuff outside of the norm. Yeah. What you're not normally accustomed to doing. Maybe you need to pick up a camera.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to, record some stuff. Maybe you need to do some audio engineering behind the scenes. Maybe you need to connect them with somebody that that can help them. Just having that initiative to go the extra mile. That's what keeps people in the door.
Wow. That's some real nuggets. That's some real nuggets that I 100% agree with and understand. It's having the initiative to be a resource.
Yeah.
That is a strong statement.
Absolutely.
And because I feel like a lot of people, and to no fault of anything, is we have the initiative to go advocate for ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is, you have to do that.
Absolutely.
You have to do that, and you have to be your own best advocate. That's 100%.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard a lot of people put that statement together like that. You also have to have the initiative to be a resource to other people.
Yeah.
Right? And it goes back to something that, I've said on the radio a long time. If you've been listening a long time, you probably heard it before, but it's that collaboration and it's that community building, right? It's sometimes collaboration means being a resource to other people. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what it looks like. It's not always what you can get from, it's what you can bring to the table and what you can bring to whatever atmosphere you might be in.
I put it like this. You bring something to the table, valuably, you might get a seat.
There you go. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you just come to the table with nothing to offer, why are they going to let you sit down?
Why are they going to let you sit down? That's right.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's right. Good nuggets here. Okay, so a couple quick things. We're getting to the last half of the hour. And so we got a couple things that I gotta bring back from the top. But before we do all of that, I want you to talk to the people about what's next for you.
Man, what's next for me is keeping that foot on the gas and not slowing up. I aspire and will continue to be shooting a lot of amazing content with I Am Art.
Yeah.
We got a lot of big things we got to continue to do.
That's right.
I will continue to be dropping amazing music. I'm in the process of actually building Neighborhood Love Dilla 2. So
copy that.
That's a sidebar. Nobody don't even know yet. You dropped it here. So yeah, Neighborhood Love Dilla 2 is in the process of working on it. And this company, man, I continue to build this company. I really want this to be a 6-figure company.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to take my hands off of it a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll continue to do that.
Really building and using that word that they say, scaling, scaling the company outside of yourself and past yourself. I preach that, man. I'm big on that. I always appreciate having conversations with people like yourself and you in particular.
Absolutely.
Always thinking bigger, right? And always having a goal. That's why I asked the question of what's next, right? Because I know you're always thinking of how to grow into the next place. And so you're talking about your business. We're at that place where I usually do this. I want to bring this thing full circle. So if you just joining in, if you missed, the middle or the first part of the show, hey, it's Cam. I'm your host right now on the RDU Live Show. We're sitting across from Deshaun. He's here. We're having a conversation. He just released a single that's out. It's the No Sleep remix, Deshaun featuring Tiffany Evans.
Yeah.
Just came out. You have an album release party this weekend.
Yeah.
So where's that album release party going to be again?
Westwood, Raleigh.
Raleigh on Sunday.
Yeah,
on
August 16th.
August 16th at Westwood, Raleigh. Starts up at about 8 p.m. If you don't have any plans on Sunday, bring your. I saw the flyer. They say it's grown and sexy. So put your stuff on.
You gonna have to.
You know what I'm saying? And step out.
I'm gonna put my stuff on.
You gonna come like that.
I'm gonna step. I got to.
You gonna step like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel that. I was invited, so I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna sit back in the cut and just kind of watch. You know what I mean. I might look like one of the bouncers, just kind of sit on.
Nah, we already got that. We got security. We good. We got security.
So that's coming up this weekend, Sunday, Westwood, Raleigh, 8 p.m. The album release for Deshaun. And so, okay, we got that. But you also have your business. Let's talk about that one more time. Yeah. So you got your business. I'll let you go with that.
Urban Music Academy, man. I built it years ago. Really didn't know where it was going, but now we've aspired and elevated. So now we got over 50 clients around the world where we're teaching all instruments at this point.
Wow.
I'm mainly teaching singing, songwriting, engineering, how to be an artist, working on a lot of that stuff with the music business. But I have other clients. I have another vocal client. Another vocal instructor that's teaching clients.
That's
I have a piano instructor, guitar, drums, whatever you want to learn, we got you when it comes to music.
The Urban Music Academy.
Absolutely.
Right. You can just put it in your Google search and you can find the website. You can find the socials. You can go there if you're looking. If you got a child or yourself that's looking for some music instruction,
bring them on.
Also, if you hadn't seen it, the I Am Art podcast, the latest episode is out there right now.
Yes, sir.
It's a quick watch, but it's a deep watch. It's one of those that you won't regret, that 20-30 minutes of watching. You're going to learn something, I promise. It's Tasha Page Lockhart. Yep. Deshaun got into his hosting bag. You know he's asking questions and stuff. It's a really good time, and all of the above. A couple other things that I wanted to circle back from the top. Hey, it's Tuesday. You know what happens on Tuesday. CJ Baker and the crew over at Rhythm and Brews.
Yes, sir.
Right there on Fayetteville Street, right outside of downtown Durham, in between downtown Durham and North Carolina Central University. Right
Uncle
there.
Bride.
That's right.
Hey, I heard my school got $110 million on a different.
Yeah.
Shout out to my school, man.
Shout out Eagle Pride, man. They doing some big things over there.
Just give me like 0.5.
You want a little bit of it? You want a little bit of the cut?
Just a little bit.
But so we got that going on. Also a couple other open mics. I said I was gonna keep doing this. Couple other open mics. Tuesday, Slim's downtown Raleigh, Yonder Band. They put on a nice open mic. I went last week.
They do.
It's really good. It starts up at about 9:00. So if you're in Durham, you got one to go to. If you're in Raleigh, you got one to go to. And a couple others that are out there at Lucky Tree every other Monday. Free the Mic. Really good community. Yeah. Really good community of artists that are building something. It's been growing month over month, year over year now. Yeah. And I really appreciate what they're doing. So at Lucky Tree, every other Monday, Free the Mic, open mic. If you have an opportunity, stop by.
Pull up.
And then something else that's coming up. I want to say tomorrow is the first one. hosted by Nice Burris.
Yeah.
They have an open mic showcase of sorts. It's a little bit of a different format. Same concept. If you have a skill, if you feel like you have a talent and you want to show out and show off, you can go there and you can actually win a prize on this one. So
they giving out money on it.
They giving out money on this one. So, you know, it's always something. And so as I come back on the air, it's been a minute. As I come back on the air, I'm going to be listing these out week after week after week and really talking about where live music is happening in the Triangle, in the area. So stay tuned for that. Look, Deshaun, I appreciate you for having this conversation with us today. Give the people something, to walk away with. I know you have a lot of nuggets. I know you have a lot of things that you're doing and thinking about. Just talk to the people for just a second about who Deshaun is and what you want them to know about you.
There's a lot when it comes to me, man. I'm like a cocoon, man. I keep evolving and keep reforming the things that I do. But if people wonder why I'm like that, it's because I always remember my why. I have 7 beautiful women in my life that I got to make sure they taken care of. And they all looking at me to have the answers, looking at me to be able to formulate and to know what I'm doing. I have a career that I want to build generational wealth with. I want to leave my future children with something that they can be proud of. Inspiring, especially with this company. I want to be able to show them something that they can show you. This is what my dad does, you know? And then most importantly, you know, we're living in a genre, in an era where it kind of feels like music, this real love music is kind of taking a back seat.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't believe that it should be that way. So I'm going to give everything that I can to make sure we get that front seat back. Everything else can be in the back seat. That's cool. You know, we got room for your passengers, but the front seat, nah. We need it to be about love and about real music, about the stuff that makes you feel good and want to change your life, want to do something different. You know, if you get a chance, go look up The Secret Meeting That Changed Hip Hop Forever and Destroyed a Generation. It's on Google. I can't give you a lot of information about it, but I want you to read it for yourself. That'll tell you exactly why music has changed the way it has drastically over the years.
Okay. Oh, say drop that again.
The Secret Meeting That Changed Hip Hop Forever and Destroyed a Generation. If you just type in The Secret Meeting That Changed Rap Forever, it'll show up.
It'll show up. Okay.
Nice article. Article's been there for more than 20 years now.
Okay.
But you read it, it'll give you the exact reason why music has changed. The exact reason.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research on that one.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link. I'm gonna have to read that.
Yeah.
And I think I know where this is going, but I want to read it so I can understand, where that's at, man. You dropping gems today.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you didn't hear, if you just came in on the bottom half of the hour, he dropped a gem about, having the initiative to be a resource.
Yeah.
Right? We're talking about you have had the opportunity to work with a lot of artists, we could say big name artists, however you want to put it. And the question was around how do you keep those relationships? How do you form them? How do you keep them? And the nugget that came out of there was have the initiative to be a resource.
Yeah.
Have the initiative to be a resource. And you said another nugget in here. You said another one was, why should I complain about the food on the table or the food on my plate when the goal was to eat?
Every day of the week.
Right. We're talking about doing and having, many different things that we're trying to accomplish and striving and being at a high level in 2, 3, 4 different avenues. And how do you manage it? Hey, can't complain about the food on my plate when the goal was to eat.
It's to eat. Gotta eat.
Dropping that knowledge, man. Dropping that knowledge. Every time you come, we always have a good conversation. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. We got to do this a little bit more.
Yeah, we definitely got to do it more.
We got to do this a little bit more and just have these conversations because I think the listeners can benefit from your insight.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Look, we're about to get up out of here. Once again, open mics all around the Triangle. We got a album release coming out on a Sunday over at Westwood. We got a lot of stuff happening in the Triangle. And if you're looking for something to do, places to go, people to meet, just reach out to the RDU Live Show. I'm sure we can hook you up with somebody. Look, we're about to hop off of here. I got to run this track from my guy, Richie Nelson. He's been holding this seat down, and I appreciate him so much for being a host on the RDU Live Show. He has been doing this thing with excellence. So it's only right that I end this show off with one of his tracks. We're going to run every Friday night by Richie Nelson featuring Deuce Tyrell. Hey, yeah, look, I'm your host, Cam McCarty. I appreciate you for tuning in on the RDU Live Show right here on Oak 93.5 WRLY. And like I like to say, let's go live.
You are so fine, oh fine. You blow my mind with the things you do. You are so fine, oh fine. You blow my mind with the things you do.
I hope you don't think a nigga miss you.
So fine, oh fine.
I seen the poster make me mad, you got some issues. I never meant to hurt you or to misuse you. Don't doubt it. But they ain't tryna flip it like jujitsu. Cause every Friday night we got high on life, leaving YOY. See, it's right on time. Every Friday night we got high on life, leaving YOY. See, it's right on time.
I ain't saying I'm the catch and I ain't saying I'm the prize, but you lost me when you lost me. Been a whole vibe whole time, but you knew that. You also knew I wasn't with them games. I would laugh how you put them boys through that. Me and you were different. Late night conversations, occasional comfortable silence. Going through writer's block at the time, pull up, get inspired. Buddy be so jealous, I be there, leave his liquor every time. So we taking shots, look. Two jaded pieces that would fit on occasion. Long enough to understand we in two different places. Long enough to comprehend it ain't nothing changing. Long enough to make amends to a toxic arrangement. What we friends are just infatuated strangers regardless. On your end, I hope everything amazing. We horrible with boundaries and I hate it, so I let that bridge burn. What's the safest way to play it?
I hope you don't think a nigga miss you. I seen the poster make me mad, you got some issues. I never meant to hurt you or to misuse you. Don't doubt it. But they ain't tryna flip it like jujitsu. Cause every Friday night we got high on life, leaving YOY. See, it's right on time. Every Friday night we got high on life, leaving YOY. See, it's right on time.
I admit I used to miss it, but I'll never go that route again. Change the course, my GPS would glitch like every now and then. Blinded by the time, but never watched it as it passed me. Knew you weren't good for me, but you became my candy. Now I got a cavity, but it's on my heart. I gave you everything, and all I got was all a card. Looking back so many times, I think you gave me whiplash. Brace yourself, I'm out the door, and you gon' watch my thick bleed. I did it for me. You used to be my dog, but baby, now I gotta flee. Hold them buttons up your sleeve. I used to be naive, felt like I was stuck. I swear it must have been the wheel. I came in on a high, you took me lower than the seat that's in the dirt. Though it hurts, I gotta grow. Just a seed I gotta sow. Try to water me down while you were playing with them hoes. And I ain't even mad. That's the
I
thing
hope
you
you
gotta
don't think a
know.
nigga miss you. I seen the poster make me mad, you got some issues. I never meant to hurt you or to misuse you. Don't doubt it. But they ain't tryna flip it like jujitsu. Cause every Friday night we got high on life, leaving YOY. See, it's right on time. Every Friday night we got high on life, leaving YOY. See, it's right on time. Say you wanna be my babe, but you only hit me on Fridays. If I had things my way, I be eating your skin like shade butter every Friday night.